Why just why? Okay. I'll just sit here for a minute and wait for you guys to find me again. I think if you guys come and watch the replay, I think it happens when I close this door. I think it cuts me off from my Wi-Fi. Hi, Sam. Dang it. I hope everybody follows me. Hi, Ginger. Hi. Hi, Natalie. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you got my notification because this is my second try, Natalie. I was just live and it cut me off. I think the problem is when I shut that door. I think it cuts me off from my Wi-Fi. But hi, Jessie May. But the reason, hi, Lisa. Thank you for finding me. Hi, Ginger. The reason why I shut it is because my animals come in here and I don't want them to bug me. But it looks like I'm so sorry, you guys. Did you guys even hear anything? Okay, Aggie, did you hear anything I said about the crystal? Do I need to start over or just repeat? I'm so sorry. Did you hear anything I said? No. Dang. Okay, so did you even hear what crystal I pulled for you? What was the last thing I said? That'll help. Hi, Peggy. What was the last thing I said? Dang it. I'm sitting here talking away and then I said quartz. Okay. Yeah, it looks like God wants us to realign with this video. Hey, you know what? I think I know why. Because Natalie wasn't here. That's why. Natalie didn't get my notification the first time. So I'm honestly, I'm telling you, I think the reason why is because Natalie wasn't here. Now she is. Hi, Peggy. Okay. The crystal, the card I pulled, let me get it back out. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. The card I pulled for you, Aggie. Yeah, I know. Natalie, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. You were supposed to. Okay. So, Aggie, the card I pulled for you was the Queen of Cups, which makes sense for you because you are the caretaker of everyone around you. The Queen of Cups and Angel Aura Quartz. Okay, that's the crystal, Angel Aura Quartz. And hi, Jean, Queen of Cups. Okay, so that makes sense. And then it makes me feel like it is in alignment with you because you do absolutely exude Queen of Cups energy. You take care of everybody around you to your own detriment. Okay, and that's where the need is. The healing is in the heart chakra area. So that's what I'm picking up for you. And so the thing about Angel Aura Quartz, 222 my time, right on. The thing about Angel Aura Quartz is that it actually can be many different types of crystal that the Angel Aura Quartz comes on. The Angel Aura, or the aura part of it, comes from. Hi, Conspiracy Realist. So the only one I have in the shop right now to give an example for, Aggie, is this. It's actually a piece of ocean jasper, but it's got the Angel Aura Quartz on it. Do you see that? How it has the iridescent color or shine on it that not all. Okay, so Angel Aura can actually be on many different kinds. I just sold a beautiful, what was it? I think it was actually a fluorite sphere. Yes, I sold a beautiful fluorite sphere and I only had it for a couple days. And it went, but it had a whole Angel Aura all along one side. And it was so beautiful. So Angel Aura can exist on any crystal. So if you are in the looking for crystals right now, I'm going to personally suggest for you ocean jasper. That is the best stone for emotional balance. It is the best stone for healing heart chakra. Okay. So for you, I'm going to suggest ocean jasper with Angel Aura, and that's via spirit. Okay. So this is the only piece I have. If you're this isn't my shop because I actually had to go out there and go get it because I can only fit so much in here, and this is kind of in my overflow. I guess I must have sold my other piece, but I had a good day, a couple good days this week where a lot of pieces went out the door. I must have sold one, but anyways, this is the only one I have left. I calculated it. It was 82 grams or something like that, but I said I would sell it for $12.50. If you're interested in it, and if you're interested in purchasing it, let me know and I will put it up in the shop for you. I'm not going to stick it in the shop yet unless you're interested. So just let me know, $12.50. Okay. I put that guy down. Okay, this is fun. I like doing this way. Awesome. Okay, so let's see. Have I missed anyone that's come in since I was talking? No? Okay. You'll take it? Okay. So, Aggie, I connect with you outside of YouTube. So go ahead and connect with me, do the email or through the messenger, and I will, and I'll connect with you outside of Etsy. That way you don't have to pay taxes. Okay. They won't tax, I won't tax you for it. All right. So let's see who's next. Who's next? I got to go back up to see who's next. I'm just going to do everyone. I am. Okay. Let me see who's next in line. Okay. Well, I have no idea to see who asked in order because that was in my last line. So I'm just going to go in the order of you guys. Okay. So Sam, I'm going to pull for Sam. Okay, asking for alignment with Sam's energies, asking her guides to come through in this moment. Intentions are to find out which crystal energies Sam needs to be working with right now for her highest good through any kind of blockages. Now, remember what I said, you don't have to own the crystal to work with the energy. I'm going to keep saying that because I don't think people realize that. You don't have to own the crystal to work with the energy. You can invoke the energies. They exist. They're in the flow. You just have to know you need them, and then you have to ask for them. Okay, for Sam, what is it that Sam needs to focus on right now for the crystal energies? Well, this is, wow, this has never happened, Sam. This is big and it's important. 2 cards came out, and they're both malachite. Okay? That's 2 cards came out and they're both malachite. One of them, okay, so one of them is 6 of Pentacles and the other one is 7 of Swords. Okay. So 6 of Pentacles, this is giving and receiving help. This is collaboration, this is working. This is working towards a goal. So this could be related to your job. The green stone makes me want to think money. This is something to do with career. There's some kind of a blockage. You're having a hard time deciding what you want to do, pursuing an interest. That's what's coming through in your energy. You need to be working with malachite. Let me find a piece of malachite. I know I've got that in here. I hope. I guess I should be looking through my stuff before I... Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry, hold on one second. I might be out, Sam. Okay, I'm out of malachite, but I have one little pendant here that I can show you what it looks like. Malachite is the green and black. The green and black stone that's striped green and black. If you can see on there, what it looks like. I don't know how good this camera is. From my end, it looks terrible. Okay, so the messages, the giving and the receiving of help. And then with the 7 of Swords, it's saying the words on the bottom are, I trust my ideas and my direction. So I'm feeling like this is, I've been picking up on this for you, Sam, for a while, that you have a different direction or a career or some kind of a goal in what you're going to do with your career or something that's kind of sitting in front of you waiting to be found or activated or discovered. That comes through in your energy all the time. So malachite. So either grab yourself a piece of malachite or go and do some research about malachite, read about malachite, find out where it comes from, find out about it, meld your energy with it, invoke its energy in and ask for it to help you figure out what it is your next step that you're supposed to be, because that's your blockage right now. And for your highest good, you need to take that next step into, whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing on your journey. So you're holding yourself back with a little bit of a blockage. This feels like indecisiveness. Maybe you have a lot of options and you just can't pick one, like that kind of a feeling. So yeah, I would definitely grab malachite. Malachite is for you, Sam. All right. Malachite is a beautiful energy too. Absolutely. Malachite gives me the feeling of optimism, of, You know that feeling you get the day you get your paycheck and you don't have to worry because you can pay your bills and you have a little bit of money in your pocket. So if you need something, you can get it. You just don't have that looming stress of, like the payday feeling, right? That's the feeling malachite gives me. The payday feeling. It also gives me the feeling of generosity, the energy of generosity. So, okay, let's see who's next here. Oh, I'm going to go down to the bottom so I can see what you're saying. You were, Natalie? You told the manager of the job that you rejected that you're ready. Sam, I'm so happy to hear that. Can you do me a favor and get yourself some malachite, or at least start working with the energies of malachite? I think you need that to help you in in with this. I really do. Yeah, seriously. You got a double whammy of it, so that was important. I'm so glad you did that. You're following the advice of your guides, and I love it. I just love it. You've got a necklace, a malachite necklace. Fantastic. That's perfect. So either wear it if you can on your person or put it in your pocket. But your guides are saying to work with that stone right now for your highest good. I'm so happy you have one. I sold a lot this last week, you guys. I've got to go get more crystals. And Natalie, you were officially told your house is going up for sale. Wow. And Jesse says, yay. Okay, so that means that it's time for some movement in your life, Natalie. I know that you guys have been kind of waiting for this or kind of anticipating this for a little while, a couple of years that I know of, that you've been speaking on the fact that you knew you needed to move your family and be in another place. And so it looks like the powers that be are kind of putting that into action. So that's amazing. I don't know if it's scary for you. I don't know if it's, I know you guys are going to now be under a time crunch probably, huh? They can't just sell it and be like, you have to move out next week. They can't do that, right? They have to give you time. But one thing I'm going to tell you that's coming in right now through the energy, Natalie, is to be really vigilant on cleansing your house. If you're having people coming through and like viewing or coming to the property to come see the property and view it and stuff, it's coming through in the energies that you'll have to just be a little extra vigilant on cleansing your space with all those energies coming around. They'll give you a 30-day notice. Good. Okay. I'm going to do Lisa next. I think she was the next one in the chat. Yeah, Sam's right. The right house will come to you. Natalie knows this. She knows this. She's been working on manifesting this for a while. So I'm going to be there in 2 weeks. So you can't leave until after I leave. Okay, this is for Lisa. Ooh. Wow. Interesting. I just made a pair of earrings out of this, Lisa. So what's coming through for you is garnet. You're getting the 5 of Wands. The words on the bottom are, I stand my ground and look for peace. So I don't know if you're dealing with some outside influences who are maybe bringing some stress into your life. Maybe some people are trying to pull you into their drama. That's what's coming through. So I don't know if you have someone in your life that comes and brings their issues to your table, and they maybe ask for a lot of advice or something like that, and they kind of bring all their drama to you. You need to be working with garnet. I just made this beautiful pair of earrings. That's garnet. You need to be working with garnet, and your guides are saying right now that garnet is the is the one for you, and this is going to bring you that peaceful, evenness in your energy. Garnet actually works really good. What it does is it works between the root and the heart. So it's a different type of a healing that takes place in that place, between the root and the heart. So there may be, just a blockage that's bouncing back and forth is kind of what I'm seeing in the energies between the heart and the roots. And it's not necessarily a blockage. It's just an energetic cord that's there. I think you work around it, but it's there. So for your highest good right now, your guides are saying to work with garnet. Remember what I said, you do not, hi, Kyron, you do not have to own or possess a crystal to work with its energies. It helps a lot, and it definitely makes it powerful, and you can get some huge better results if you have the physical piece in your hand, but you don't absolutely have to. I mean, when I first started working with crystals, I didn't have the money to go buy all these. I got one piece at a time, just like you guys. And it took me years to build up the collection I have. And I didn't just go willy-nilly buying every piece I seen, even though I wanted to. I bought the pieces intentionally to work with my healing. Now, as I realized that it actually works, and I got the results for myself, that's when I started collecting pieces to sell to other people so that I could help other people heal like I did. You're welcome, Lisa. Garnet. Okay. These are in the shop. So if you're interested. Oh, speaking of which, Lisa, I have not heard back from the post office yet. I've emailed them 3 times. They're not answering me. So I decided that to resolve that issue of you getting a broken crystal, that does not rest well on my soul. So I'm giving you a $20 store credit. So the next time you guys purchase from the store, I'm going to give you a $20 store credit. So either you can put that towards your purchase, or you can pick a $20 item to add to your purchase at no extra charge. Okay. And that just is, I have to do that because the fact that you received a broken crystal breaks my heart. I can't let that stay like that. So you let me know what you'd rather do. If you would rather add one, that's totally fine. So I hope that compensates a little bit. Dang it. Okay, Miss Lisa, you're welcome. Okay, so who is next? Shell Rock. I'm gonna do Shell Rock. I haven't seen you in a little while, Shell Rock. Yes, I'm pulling one for you right now. How have you been? Okay, Shell Rock, I'll do Jessie next, but I'm going to do yours right now because I've already connected to your energy. Okay. I'm going to pull for everybody that wants one today. I am not in a hurry. Okay, Shell Rock. Green Aventurine. You got the Wheel of Fortune. On the bottom, it says, I trust whatever the universe brings to me. So, Shell Rock, you have a turn of events in your near future. Either that or you just went through a big change. You're being told to call in Green Aventurine. I don't know why I'm not moving this with me so you guys can actually see the crystals that I'm pulling out. Green Aventurine is this guy right here. So this is Green Aventurine. I actually have a ton of Green Aventurine. Green Aventurine is very, very calming. Definitely a heart chakra stone. Let me turn this back around here. There we go. I did get my I don't even know what you call it. The tripod that has the facial recognition and it follows you around the room. The problem is it's too small to hold my laptop. So I would have to go live on my phone. And then I struggle with the chat. So work with me. We'll just do it this way for now. But this is Green Aventurine. Green Aventurine definitely is for working with the heart chakra. But Green Aventurine is the stone I work with for abundance, for money making, for budget. Like when I need some influence as far as my budget goes. And if I need to like do some revisions on my budget or things like that, I work with Green Aventurine on that one. Green Aventurine, I worked with it a lot with the passing of my son. A lot. It is very heart healing, but it's also a stone of good luck. One of the stones of good luck. And with you pulling the Wheel of Fortune, that just tells me you need to get this stone. I'm going to tell you, you need to get this stone. Even if it's a teeny tiny piece, I feel like it's going to help you manifest good fortune into your life. Okay. So that's there in the energies for you. You have to do the work to make it happen for you. But that's for you, Shell Rock. So you got Green Aventurine, which is funny because I mentioned that earlier. That stone just came out of my mouth earlier, just randomly. All right. Awesome. Okay. I've got this guy if you're interested in him. But this guy's big. He's a pretty penny. But he's in the shop if you're interested. Sam, can you do me a favor and drop the link to my shop in the chat for me real quickly? I would so appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to pull for Jessie. Jessie May. I'm going to pull for Jessie May. Okay. I like your energy, Jessie. You have fun girl energy. Thank you, Natalie. Jessie has fun girl energy. I read your mind, Jessie. I have a tendency to do that. I'm just kidding. But I do. It's not always a good thing. Okay. What does Jessie need to serve her highest good in this here and now moment? Ooh, this one Natalie loves. You got 2 of Cups. This is relationship. Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second. My laptop's telling me it's going to die if I don't plug it in. So let me do that. Okay, got it. 2 of Cups is a union, a relationship. So I don't know if you're working through a relationship, if you're working through a partnership of some kind. It could be even a relationship with yourself. Okay. The words on the bottom of the card are, I am worthy of the deepest kind of love. This feels like self-love. This feels like self-care. This feels like you need to raise your vibration. Okay, hold on 1 second. You need to raise your vibration. You're allowing you're allowing your vibration to dip too low. You need to raise your vibration. Some kind of sadness that you've been dealing with. So aquamarine. Hold on. Aquamarine. This aquamarine is a water stone. Okay. So obviously aquamarine is a water stone, water emotions. Even ocean jasper, any stones that come out of the water are going to be stones that you work with for working with your emotions. Okay. So for you, there's some kind of a issue with, okay, I'm going to say this is self-love. I feel like you're neglecting yourself. I feel like you're putting your energies into the wrong places. I feel like it's time to turn those energies back in on yourself. You're kind of holding yourself back from, I almost feel like there's like an activation that's trying to take place with you. And you're just not letting your frequency be in the right spot. Like you get it there and then it dips. So this is an emotional. Has anyone ever told you that you're bipolar? I'm just curious. Or something like that, or over emotional or something like that. It feels like maybe you're pretty good at controlling your emotions, but sometimes you may kind of let them take over. And it has to do with the relationships in your life, the people. And in doing that, you're neglecting yourself and not putting the love on yourself. You're putting the energy in the wrong place. Okay. It's called a calcite aquamarine. This is a creamy aquamarine. It's the only one I have right now. Okay. Let me see what you're giving me some feedback here. Let me see what it says. It says, thanks, Crystal. Thanks. I try. You do. You know, I talk to myself in the mirror. Good. You should be talking to yourself in the mirror. We should be looking in our own eyes and talking to ourselves. Yes. You're always on point. My son and me. Oh my God, I told my boyfriend that yesterday. See, you're already feeling these things. This is in your energy big time. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, so you need to get, if you can't afford it, aquamarine's kind of expensive. That one's kind of hard to attain because it is kind of expensive and on the rarer side. But you don't have to have it to work with it. And I've said that 1,000 times now. You do not have to have it to work with it. You just need to know you need it, right? So now you know, okay? Your guides are coming through to say work with the energies of aquamarine. Invoke aquamarine into your consciousness. This is going to help you with regulating your emotions. This is going to help you with remembering to put yourself first. Because it seems like you're really, really self-sacrificing. But you're also like the fun girl. So I think people actually like you and want to hang out with you and spend time with you. And I think people see in you somebody that they may be able to take advantage of sometimes, or you feel like the yes person, like the person that doesn't like to say no to people. And people may know that about you and be like, oh, I can count on Jessie. She's not going to turn me down, or like that's coming through in the energy. So maybe learn how to say no to some people. Here's my suggestion, Jessie. Whenever somebody approaches you and they want your time or your energy or your attention, stop before you give it to them. Stop. Ask yourself, do I need me first? Do I need me first right now? If I need me first, then let me take care of me first, and then I can be there for you. Because you can't really be there for anyone unless you take care of yourself first, right? So just like, for example, why did I not come back on here and do readings for a couple months after my son passed? Because it was energetically irresponsible. I had to heal me first. Okay. So I had to get me at the right vibration before I could come and work as, for you guys. So the way I'm feeling is, and I had to do that constantly. I still do that. I have to stop and say, wait a minute, do I need anything before I extend myself to this person? You got to fill up your own cup before you can spill out and help anyone else. For you, Jessie, that is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you need to, before you agree to do anything, before you take on anyone's drama, before you obligate yourself to anyone, I feel like people ask a lot of you because they know you're not going to say no. So that needs to be reevaluated. It's okay to say no. It's okay. And if they're mad at you, who cares? They'll get over it. I promise. Okay. And if they don't get over it, and like say the worst comes to worst and a relationship is ended because you had boundaries, that was supposed to happen. That relationship needed to end. Okay. So that's how that works. Aqua Marine for you, Jessie. Love it. Yes, right. Natalie's right. It is so important that we learn how to say no, because if you think about it, we are taught to be agreeable from infancy. We are taught to be polite and to put other people first and to sacrifice our own wants and desires and needs, even from infancy. We are taught to share. We're taught to do all these things that plant these little seeds in our mind that put us back and on our list of priorities. And when you live your life that way, it becomes what and who you are. So it's hard. It's a hard habit to break, but it's not impossible, and you can do it. I feel it for you. Okay. You're welcome. All right. Let me see who's next. Who is next? Miss Natalie. Miss Natalie, what crystals does Natalie need to be working with right now, guides, for her highest good? What does she need to be working with? Maybe to help her through a big transition that she's coming up on. Natalie, if something happens and you guys aren't going to be in that house by the 4th of May, please let me know. Okay, Kyron, I will. Yes, absolutely pull a card for you. Let me get Natalie real quick. That's funny, Jessie. You have fun girl energy. I think you'd be a fun person to hang out with and laugh and joke around. Ooh, Natalie, this is so funny. You got Page of Pentacles. It says, I am open to opportunities for personal growth. Yes. What? And the crystal, pyrite. It's a gold stone. Of course. Of course. Natalie's going to get a gold stone. Pyrite for Natalie. Let me go grab a piece because I don't think I have one in here. Pyrite. Let's see. I should have just pulled all my crystals in there today. I have a lot of these in rough form, so let's see. There are a couple pieces of pyrite in here. Yeah, pyrite. So Natalie, you need to be working with pyrite right now, which is so funny. It's like a desert stone, and you live in the desert. That's crazy. I want to see what the book says about the pyrite for you. What did I just do with it? Did I leave it out there? Dang it. I'm a mess. I think I left the book out there. Did I? Oh my goodness. lost my book. Where'd it go? That's weird. Well, I guess I'm not supposed. Oh, here it is. Sorry, Natalie. It's under my scale. I want to read what it says. Page of Pentacles. Here is the picture. Oops. Because I know the imagery is really important for you. Okay. Page of Pentacles feels so right for you. Especially with what's going on in your life right now. Okay, you are open for growth opportunities. Okay, it says an opportunity, a passive influence. As a person in your reading, this page is often a young person who is enthusiastic, full of ideas and ambition. That is so you. She may be in education or looking for work, and if so, the card foretells success in examinations and interviews. When this says education, I feel like that is self-discovery. Okay. And I know that you're always working with self-discovery. That's one of the things I connect with you the most. Okay. It says, hold on. You can make positive changes to your life through looking at practical outcomes that bring future rewards. And so your message says, I am open to opportunities for personal growth. So that makes me feel like this is going to help you manifest your new place. So really, I would be working with Pyrite when you're, working with the energies, asking them to bring in the right place for you guys to live. Your guides are saying Pyrite's what you need to work with right now, sister. So there you go. All right. Natalie, I got a new deck yesterday. And it's the coolest. I'll tell you outside of YouTube. But anyways, it's really cool. Can't buy it, so. Okay, I hope that helps you some, Natalie. Oh, that's right. That's right. That money ritual kit I gifted you had Pyrite in it. That is crazy. You're right. It did. That is crazy. Sometimes we do things we don't even realize the effect or the real purpose for it until sometime later, because that was a long time ago. So let me catch up with the chat a little bit here. Yeah, Pyrite's perfect for you. You guys, I love you guys. I love this chat. I love how high vibrational, positive. I was watching a thing yesterday where this girl was complaining about how people were coming in her chat, in her lives, and they were fighting and they were being rude and they were attacking each other and they were saying horrible things. And that she's like, my mods are quitting on me because they can't handle it. And I'm just like, I am so grateful that we never deal with that here. Like, this is the most high vibrational group of people. I love that. And what's funny is when I started my channel, I wasn't about growing a huge channel and being popular. A lot of people start YouTube for that purpose. I made it very clear that that's not what I was here for. I don't want to be the biggest channel. I don't want subscribers to come flocking to me. I only want the ones that are supposed to come to me, energetically aligned to me to come to me. Sometimes when we're doing these lives, I will have a visitor pop in, and this chat is so high vibrational, you guys, that I can feel it instantly. I know you guys have seen me do it before. Say, hey, I feel someone in the background. I know you guys have heard me say that. That's because when somebody in a low vibration pops into our vibration, our collective vibration, I can feel it immediately. And I tell them, as long as you're willing to behave and, come up to our level, you can be here. It's very purposeful that the people that come to this channel are very purposefully brought here, very purposefully. And either they stay or they go. But the ones that stay are here very purposefully here. They're energetically connected, energetically in alignment. So, and when people are not energetically in alignment, they will come and peek in and they'll just lose interest instantly, or they'll think that what we're saying is crazy and they'll just leave. And that's what's supposed to happen. Okay, let me pull again. Let me do Peggy next. Let's do Peggy next. Okay, asking intentions here are to see which crystal Miss Peggy needs to align with for her highest good right now in her journey. Miss Peggy Hancock. I'm I'm seeing a nail salon, Peggy. I'm seeing like a nail salon, fingernail salon. I'm getting your nails done, or a nail salon. It just popped in my head. My nail salon popped in my head. So I don't know what that means. Oh, wow, that was quick. Oh, wow. Okay. Hold on a second. Well, okay. We are on a similar frequency, so I guess it does feel right. Okay, I was making sure that this wasn't for the last reading I just did, because I pulled aquamarine again, which is the heart healing stone, emotional balance. Okay, it is 8 of Cups though, so the other one was a different card. It's the same crystal, but it's 8 of Cups, so it comes with a bit of a different message. This one, the words on the bottom is, I accept my situation without resistance. So you may be feeling like you have to make a decision. Hold on one second. Feeling like you have to make a choice or a decision, feeling like no matter what you do, it's going to be the wrong one, or there's something that has come into your pathway that you don't feel like it's serving your highest good, or you're not feeling like is the best for you, but maybe it's just because you don't want it, or it's not what you wanted, or something like that. Just give me a minute. Picking the energies here. Yeah, feeling like you have to do something you don't necessarily want to, and you really don't have a choice. Yeah, something's going on with you, Peggy, that you're not real happy about. Hi, Garnet. Maybe not real. Ooh, it might have to do with your health. Oh, let me read what you said. I feel that my husband is a narcissist. I don't do anything right in his eyes, or now it's even getting worse since he started dialysis. This is absolutely making sense. And there's really nothing you can do about it. I'm being honest. You cannot change that situation. You cannot change him. All you can do, and this is your guides, they're screaming it in my head. All you can do is control how you react. Right? Okay. This is what's coming through. You can't necessarily control the way you're being treated right now. You have no choice but to be treated like this. All you can control is how you react. That's your message. You need to be working with aquamarine. This is going to help with the emotions. This is going to help with that feeling of getting your heart broken and feeling, I don't like having to say this, but honestly, can I say this? Honestly, I don't feel like you'll be dealing with it for too long. Okay, so take that what it's worth. Either there's going to be a massive change of some kind, but it doesn't feel like a long, it doesn't feel like it's something that you'll be, it feels like there's going to be a big change soon. Like, this matter will kind of work itself out. In the meantime, you need to start working with the energy of aquamarine to help you emotionally through that, so you don't end up with a whole bunch of like trauma that you have to then work out with later. So aquamarine for you, sweetheart. Okay. Hope that helps, Peggy. What did Jesse say? That's horrible, Peggy. I hate bullies too. I've dealt with them, unfortunately, my whole life. And like I said, you can't, same goes. You cannot control what other people do and say. All you can control is how you react to it. I'm hearing letting it roll off your back. I'm hearing taking his anger and frustration out on you. I'm hearing maybe even laying blame for his health issues on you. Yeah. And I'm telling you, a lot of it is him speaking and acting out of kind of out of fear, and from the ego, but out of fear. A lot of it's out of fear. He feels like in his energy, he feels like a very angry person. He just feels like he's mad at the world. He's just a really angry individual. He feels like one of those type of people that thinks that everyone's out to get him, or that everyone's got something against him. He almost has like a little bit of paranoia in his energy too, Peggy. Dialysis. Mm-hmm. Something's gonna happen. Either that's health issue is going to be resolved or something, but it feels like it's short-lived. I'm seeing Wheel of Fortune. This is a turn of events. Okay. Aquamarine. Now this one's like a creamy aquamarine. So aquamarine comes either like this. This one it's got a lot of calcite and quartz in it, so gives it that creamy appearance. It has a few other little inclusions in it too. I think that's black obsidian, those little dots right there. But aquamarine can also come in a very clear crystalline stone, and it's just gorgeous, beautiful stone. A little on the spendy side, but yeah. Let me see what you said, Peggy. I'm trying to talk his kidney specialist and putting him into a nursing home just to give me a break, and he's eating anything and everything that he's not supposed to. Yeah. Okay. And is he mad? Is he like an angry, like really irritated all the time and just kind of snappy? And that's what's coming through the energy, that this guy is like really angry about what's happening to him. And let me tell you something. This is what's coming through his energy, Peggy. This is somebody who's used to having a lot of control over things in his life. Okay. This is somebody who's used to ultimately having control of everything and being the one in control, having the say. Okay. So the fact that he doesn't have any say over what's happening to him right now, it's really, really hard for him. That's bringing about a lot of anger, frustration. Yeah. And he's lashing out on you. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. Hi, Lila. Nice to see you. That's a tough one. I think the nursing home is the best bet, to be honest. I really do. I don't always suggest that either. Sometimes like my mother-in-law, we put her in the nursing home. They were just terrible to her. They were so abusive. Be very careful if you do put him in a place like that you vet that place thoroughly, because they're not, just because they say nursing home and they're filled with licensed staff does not mean it's a good place. I learned that the hard way. My poor little mother-in-law learned that the hard way too. And we're struggling as a family to try to create a support system to keep her up and cared for, but we're not going to let her be in a place like that. But she also is not on dialysis and all of that either. So a lot of that requires a lot more medical, I guess, just medical attention. You need a lot more hands-on with that. Let's see. Hi, Lila. So glad to see you. Okay, let me go back up real quickly because I said that I would do. Okay, where did it go? Wow. Okay, Chiron. Is Chiron still here? Chiron, there you are. Okay. Asking to align with Chiron's energy right now, please, and show me what is the crystal energy to serve the highest good in this here and now moment, that I can help align with Chiron's energy to serve the highest good at this here and now moment. All right. I'm seeing stacks of books. A relationship needing, please. Okay. Well, I'll try, but I just have to deliver what Spirit brings through. It may not be what serves the highest good right now to hear about a relationship. Oh, you got the Magician. This is citrine. This is abundance, but this is positivity. The Magician, though, he manifests what he wants. He brings his dreams into reality. He is the master controller of his life. He's the one who brings things. He manifests for himself, puts in the work. Citrine. Okay, so I'll show you what citrine looks like. Maybe I need to hold it in my hand Okay, so these are both citrine. This one's got a little bit more yellow to it and a lot more striation in it. This one's a little bit more see-through, but this is citrine. So the first thing that's coming through is don't force it. That's what's coming through. So although the magician card comes through saying that you're the manifester and the creator of your own life, and you're the one that dictates what that is coming through, I'm also hearing don't force it. So I don't know if there's somebody that you're trying to get with or have a relationship with, and you're trying to make it more than it should be at this moment. Maybe slow down a little bit, take your time, get to know this person better or more deeper. I'm hearing don't jump the gun. Okay. So if you want to manifest this relationship into being, if that's what is coming through here, you then grab yourself some citrine, work with citrine. If you want to manifest this relationship into being, you got to be really careful how you do this, because you cannot mess with other people's free will. Okay. And I'm getting that message coming through again. Don't force it. Don't force it. Allow, allow, allow. If it's meant to be, it will happen, but you need to kind of ride the wave of it. Okay. That's what's coming through. There's a lesson for you in the wave. Okay. There's something that you need to learn or pick up energetically in the process of manifesting this relationship. There's more than just the person, the connection that needs to take place. There's a different energetic alignment that needs to take place in order for the connection to actually happen. Okay. Yeah. So your guides are telling you to work with citrine right now. Citrine, very high vibrational, very positive, brings in abundance. It does bring all of the sunshine and the happiness into your life. So you're trying to manifest a relationship, you need to work with citrine. You need to bring your vibration up. Okay. Probably to match the vibration of the individual that you're after or that you're interested in. Yeah, you're feeling trapped and stuck. I think it's because your vibration is stuck down. You need to bring your vibration up. That's what's going to pull you right out of that rut. You're trying to be in a relationship, or you're trying to manifest a relationship or a partnership in your life, and you're like forcing it. And there's some healing that needs to happen first. What do you say? I have been with this guy since 2021. I don't understand why this isn't solving. Okay. Because there's something being forced. There's something being expected out of him, or forced, or maybe even just needed on your behalf that he's not capable of providing. Okay. It's just not there. So you have an expectation that's never going to pan out. Well, obviously you need to do some healing because your vibration is low. So either you have some past trauma that's holding your vibration down, or you're not working within your own energies. You need to look within for that, Chiron. You need to do some meditation, ask your guides to reveal that to you. For whatever reason, your vibration is held down. It could be trauma. It could be bad choices. Okay, that's what I want to say. I'm not going to say too much more than that. But it could be just bad choices on maybe what you're putting into your body, or the places you're allowing your body to be. Or I'm seeing things energetically not good for your physical body. Okay, so be mindful where you're going, who you're talking to, who you're spending your time with, what you're putting into your body. These things are keeping your vibration down, honey. Okay, so it's time for you to really focus on pulling your vibration up. That's why citrine came through for you, for sure. Why is he not going away or giving commitment? Things are so unclear because I don't think you're supposed to be with this person. I'll just be honest. I will never, ever, ever give someone the advice to end a relationship. That is your choice. That is something you need to do, and it has to sit right on your heart, because I don't know you and I don't know your person. But I can tell you that energetically, it doesn't feel like an alignment. And it feels like the reason it's not going forward is because you're not supposed to be with this person. It does not serve your highest good, and they're not supposed to be with you. I'm not telling you to leave this person, but you asked me, and that's what intuitively I feel for you. I think that you're trying to force a situation that is not going to happen because it's not for you. Okay. So that's my answer, honey. And to work through that, you're really going to need to lean on your guides, and you're going to and grab yourself some citrine. This is the best crystal energy to work with through this. Yeah, I feel like maybe a release of, I feel like you have an expectation, or you've been working towards a goal for so long. You've been working towards the goal of maybe the next step in this relationship for so long, it's become everything to you. So you're stuck right there. That's like all you care about. So it's time to step away from that and refocus. That doesn't mean you have to break up with this person or end the relationship. Just step away from that being your focus and put your focus in other places. If this is supposed to happen, this relationship, it will come about and it will happen. But you're stuck because you're forcing something that's not energetically in alignment for you. Okay, I hope that helps. Citrine. And if you're interested in purchasing any from me, I have a ton of it in the shop. There's a ton of it. This is a very, very, very popular and important stone, so I carry it a lot. And if you struggle financially, which a lot of us are doing right now, I even have little tiny pieces like this that are $5. Actually, this is $3.33. These little tiny towers. So, and I like these because you can carry them in your pocket. But I've got a bunch of those too. I do try very hard to make my crystals as affordable as possible. Sometimes cut myself off by that, but I honestly mean it when I say that I want you guys to get the same healing effects that I did. I wish I could just give it away for free. And if I could, and someday I will, I promise. Someday I will. That's my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal is to live in a society where we don't need money, where we can say, here, you give me this and I'll give you that. And we can do that. That's my ultimate goal. And someday that's the way it's going to be. How to finish the cycle. Oh, okay. You're talking to Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. But I do try to make everything as affordable as possible. Sometimes I don't make anything off of it. At least I got even. I'm serious when I say that. Okay. Let me see. Who am I going to pull on next? Who wants a card next? Shellrock says, I was gifted a bag of crystals a few years ago and a green aventurine is in it. Yes. Perfect. You want to know how to finish the cycle? Okay. Okay. Dean's next. I kind of thought so. Kyron, can you do me a favor? Natalie or Sam, can you drop my email in the chat? And so I can do a private reading for Kyron. I'll do a private reading for you, Kyron. Okay. It won't be long, maybe 30 minutes, but it's hard for me to answer. I'll just be honest. It's hard for me to answer that question for you right now, Kyron, because I am connected to so many energies right now through this live. I think it would be, I could give you better advice, a much better advice, if I was focused on just your energy. So let me do a private reading for you. I'm not going to charge you. Let me do a private reading for you. My email, let's see. I'll put it in real quick. Okay. Yep. Oh, wait. Shoot, I didn't do a dot. I did a comma. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Kyron, that's my email. Thank you, Natalie. Please email me and I'll do a private reading for you. Okay. In the meantime, try to find yourself a piece of citrine. If you could come to that reading with a little piece of citrine, that would be great. You just need a little piece. But no, if you don't have it, that's okay. I'll still do the reading. I feel that in your energy, Kyron. I do feel that in your energy. It's a very low vibration. I feel like that is an influence. Okay. So what you just said about feeling like you don't know why you're even living, I feel like that is an influence, that there's something actually attacking your vibration and influencing you to feel that way. That's not you. Okay. But let me do a private reading for you and keep your private business private, because there's some things that I don't want to say on a public platform. I'm kind of struggling with my words if you can't tell. So email me, sweetheart, and I'll do a reading for you. Okay, who is next? It's Dean? Yes, it's Dean. Okay, guides. Every time Dean's energy, when I tap into Dean's energy, I see obsidian. I see all the black crystals, the dark crystals. I see like obsidian. Pyrite would be good for you too, Dean. I just see pyrite for you as well. I see tourmaline. I always see the Kambala jasper just because you asked about it that one time. So I always see that green black stone for you. Okay. I also see red stones for you, Dean. You got 2, and you got aquamarine too. 6 of Cups. This is memories. Do you have some memories that you maybe struggle with, Dean? Yeah. So there may be some trauma attached to some old memories of yours that you have kind of stuffed down. It maybe just have left a little bit of something on your aura or on your energetic field. You need to work with that. And so aquamarine will help you work through those. So yeah, something was said to you. Something was said to you that hurt you in your past. It really did affect you. Your self-esteem. That's left an energetic cord for you. Wow. You need to heal that, honey. Okay? It may not feel like a big deal anymore. It may not feel like I let that go years ago. That's what's coming through. But nope, you need to heal that. It's still there. It didn't go anywhere. Okay, so you need to get yourself a little bit of aquamarine or invoke the energy of aquamarine and work through that little thing. That will serve your highest good. And the second one you got is shungite, 5 of Swords. And it says, I will heal myself. So there you go. This is giving you the tools and telling you that not only can you do it, but you will. So there is a little trauma from your past that is stuck there. I know you feel like you've let it go and you've healed from it, but you haven't. It's still there. It's coming through in the energies. Let me get a piece of shungite and show you what that looks like. I've got a really cool one right here. What did I say about the red stones? Okay, great, Kyron. I will look for that after the live, okay? So, Dean, aquamarine, and shungite for you. And you can heal that trauma. Dean, you've done so much work on your healing journey. You've done so much work on your person, in your pathway. You're very a very advanced soul. All right, Dean. You've been here many times. Your energy, yeah, you're an advanced soul. So you have like placed in your pre-birth plan, you placed some activations that you have to take. This is okay. Sorry. It comes in so fast. Okay. Yeah, so if you can heal this one little thing, I think it's holding back like a major activation for you. Maybe some of your senses, your cognitive clairs, maybe, are going to open up for you. It's literally like a tiny little string that's everything's hanging on this. This is what I'm seeing is visually is that everything's kind of hanging on this tiny little string. And yeah, you just need to cut that cord and it's like, you're going to pop open. Something's going to activate for you. Shungite is a very high vibrational stone, but it's the root chakra. So this is back from childhood. This is back from your roots. This is coming all the way back from your roots. And you need to bring the healing up from your base chakra, your roots, up to your heart. Okay? That's what's coming through for you. All right. There you go. I hope that helps. Who's next? Ginger's next. Yay. Okay, Miss Ginger. What does Miss Ginger need to align with in the crystal world right now to serve her highest good? Okay. Oops. Sorry, I accidentally touched my mouse and it made you guys all light up. Here we go. Okay, Miss Ginger. Miss Ginger. I love Ginger's energy because Ginger's energy is really like you're probably very quick-witted, fiery, like you're probably the one that just like blurts out the funniest things, like says exactly how you're feeling. You tell people just like how it is, and it's funny when you do it. Okay. That just comes through in your energy. Ooh, you got Garnet. You got 9 of Wands and you got Garnet. This is funny. It says, I am strong for as long as I need to be strong. So what this tells me for you, and I just showed Lisa, what did I do with those Garnet earrings? I just showed Lisa a pair of Garnet earrings. I don't know what I did with them that I made. Is that them? Yes. Oh, that's not them. Okay. I do feel like you're someone who is mentally, emotionally, even physically strong for everyone. You have to be strong for everyone. You feel this way, like you have to be strong. So in a way, I feel like what's being said, it's time for you to start to turn that strength, like be strong for yourself. It feels like though in your energy, like the fact that you're kind of like the strong one in your group of people, or you're like the dependable one, or you're the one that's like, I can't cry. Like you'll be in a bad situation and you'll want to cry, but you won't cry because the person next to you will be affected by your tears, right? Like you're somebody who will hold yourself back and be strong for everybody. And then when everybody's gone, then you can purge it out or you can allow yourself to feel it. That's what's coming through the energy. Again, I want to tell you, it is an energetic time right now for you where you need to turn that back towards yourself. And instead of being strong for everybody else and feeling like you can address your own issues once everyone else is taken care of, you need to put yourself first. I feel like maybe that some resentment. Okay, I hope this makes sense. There may be someone in your life that takes more than they should from you. And it's kind of being allowed to happen at this time. It could be a friendship, but it does feel like you have an energetic vampire in your life. I mean, and that doesn't have to be a horrible thing. It could just be a friend who doesn't hold boundaries or something like that. Okay. It could be a friend that just asks for too much out of you. It could be a relationship where you give more than you get. But it feels like there is some kind of an individual in your life right now that's taking more than they should from you. That's coming through the energy. Maybe reevaluate some of the relationships you have. And remember, your self-worth, how am I going to say this? Your self-worth does not come in what you can do for other people. Okay? I'm supposed to say you value yourself too much on what you do for other people. Like you find your value on what you give other people. And you feel like if you can't give more and more and more, then you're not doing enough. Or you're not a good enough person because you can't give this person, or you can't do this for this person, or whatever. So you'll just sacrifice everything to make that happen so that you can know in your heart you're a good person. Okay. You're a good person. You don't have to do everything for everybody else to prove that. It feels like you're trying to convince yourself that you're good enough. That's what it feels like. You're trying to convince yourself that you're good enough by being overly generous and overly accommodating to the people in your life. So it's time to kind of put some boundaries up. And with the Garnet, Gosh, I just had a pair of earrings sitting here. I don't know what I did with them. How could I lose them? I'm right here. But I feel like with the garnet, because the garnet is definitely a root chakra stone. And so I'm feeling like with the garnet, it is definitely needs to start, the healing needs to start in the root chakra. I would definitely focus on the root chakra healing right now. Because like the bare foundation of what makes you needs some tweaking in the beginning part of that, like the foundation part of that. Because for whatever reason you feel like you put your self-worth, even if you just do it in a quiet way, you put your self-worth on how much you can do for others. And it feels like maybe somebody else put that on you first. It could have been parental. Like somebody taught you to be very generous and giving and self-sacrificing, and so it's pretty much all you know. Yeah. So your guides are coming through for you right now, honey, saying garnet. 9 of Wands. This is boundaries. This is learning how to say no. So if you're needing some advice or some help on how to do that and how to do that and still have it setting good on your heart, you don't feel like you're going to destroy all your relationships or people are going to leave or not talk to you anymore because you're not doing everything they want, that's when you pull in that energy of garnet and say, help me through this, help me energetically through this. Because I'm telling you right now, anybody that comes into your life with expectations out of you, expects you to do something, give of yourself, if you're not willing to do that and they leave you because of it, they're not supposed to be there. Okay? So I feel like that's what I was supposed to say to you today, sweetheart. Hold on. Okay, for whatever reason, I just got a glimpse of like what looked like a charcuterie board. So it looked like it had like cheese and crackers and finger foods on it. Maybe, gosh, I don't know what that means. Do you? Oh, are you leaving, Lisa? Okay, Lisa. You're welcome, sweetie. Have a great day. Thank you for coming. I'm back into Roxanne. Glad you're back, Roxanne. Okay, so Ginger, get some garnet, invoke the garnet. If Spirit is telling you you need to place up some boundaries around you. There's somebody who is asking more out of you than they should, and you're just too willing to give it to them. And you're doing it in a self-sacrificing way. And that's, in a way, that's how you make yourself feel good, is by doing for others. And your self-worth lies in that. So people can see that, and they will take advantage of that. It happens to me. So just boundaries. Use garnet to help you with that. That's root chakra stone. Garnet's easy to come by, relatively cheap. I had a little pair of earrings sitting here, but I've moved around so much, I don't know what I did with them. It's like a dark purple stone, a dark purple stone. What the heck did I do with it? I put it over here. Boom. I'm sorry, honey. I don't know what I did with it. I set them down and now I've lost them. I'll find them as soon as I get off this live, I'm sure. Oh, hi, Anshuman. Anshuman? That's a cool name. Is it a collective or free reading? No, what this is me pulling cards out of the Crystal Power Tarot deck. Today I am aligning energies, crystal energies with the individuals to the best of my ability. I'm asking your guides to lead me through my cards, and they're helping me through my intuition too. To the crystal energies that will best help you in your healing process right now, in this here and now moment, to serve your highest good. So that's what I'm here doing today on Schumann. So if you would like me to pull a card for you and let you know which crystal energies would work for your highest good right now, then just let me know. Okay, so I just finished Ginger. And Leela's next. Okay, Miss Leela. Lila. I know you told me last time. I can't remember. I want to say Leela. Okay. What does Leela need to know about right now? What crystal energy does Leela need to work with? Okay, I just got a big flash of Hello Kitty. So I'm not sure what that means, but I just saw a Hello Kitty. You know the little doll, the little Hello Kitty doll. I did ask your guides, yes. I am connected to your guides. Okay. I don't feel that for you. I'm going to put it back. I honestly do not feel that for you. That was wrong. Okay, this one feels like you. Okay. Hold on one second, honey. Something that you've been building, something that you've been working towards for a really long time, a big goal you put a lot of work towards. Okay, so citrine came through for you, citrine, which is the stone of abundance. Leela, the stone of abundance, okay? Something you've been working on for a long time. This is a long time in the making. About to come to a fulmination or a culmination. It's about to, you're almost done, maybe, or you're close. But I see it being very successful. You've worked really hard in this. There were some times during this where you were really rocky ground and you weren't sure if it was going to work out, or you almost gave up or something like that. But you were persistent. You stood through it. You manifested a continuance, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like maybe something came in, tried to interrupt your progress at certain points, and you did what you had to do to keep it going. So you manifested like the success or the continuation. You got the Magician, citrine. This is something you have been manifesting. You've been working towards a goal you've been working towards. It's all in your hands. That's what they want me to say. It's all in your hands. You're the one who is in control of how it's going to ultimately work out. And I feel like if you have some questions on what's the next step. You have some questions on what's the next step. I feel like you've been asking a lot of people what to do next. You've been seeking this answer a lot from others too. Okay. There needs to be, okay, you need meditation. I'm going to say that right now. You need meditation. You're going to find a lot of your answers and your clarity on this in meditation. Meditation is, you don't meditate, Leela. You don't meditate, do you? You don't meditate. You need to learn how to meditate. That's what's coming through for you. If you do meditate, you don't do it enough. So in meditation, you do movements meditation. You do movements meditation. Oh, interesting. Okay, you may need to implement some different types of meditation. If you're someone who needs a guided meditation, look up Jason Anderson or Jason Stevenson on YouTube. Jason Stevenson. I recommend him to everybody. You may need a different type of meditation, honey, because I'm seeing meditation is not happening in your energy. So maybe the meditation you're doing is not effective because I'm seeing that it's not happening. So that's so pivotal. You need to have that connection with your guides and with the source. That's where our direct connection is in meditation. Okay, so if you prefer guided meditation, you need to go look up Jason Stevenson. He is here on YouTube. Amazing, amazing, amazing. You cannot not meditate to his stuff. Okay, go look him up. Your answers are going to come in meditation. You're actually going to, you already know. You already know the answer. You do already know the answer. You just need some clarity on it. And that's where you're going to get it. And when you do that meditation, make sure that you bring citrine. Citrine in with you. Citrine is so very coming through your energy right now. That's where the abundance. Citrine is high vibrational. You need to bring your vibration up when it comes to this too. You need your vibration to be at a certain place in order for physical healing to take place as well. Okay. And you're struggling with that too. I feel your vibration keeps dipping down in, and this is for because of physical pain, physical issues, stress about a health situation is taking your energy levels up and down and up and down, your vibration up and down and up and down. Try to keep some citrine with you right now as much as you can until you get all the way through this. Okay. Because this is going to keep your vibration up. So when your vibration starts to do the dipping thing, just if you have this on with you, make sure you ask it to keep your vibration up. Okay, that's the intention behind this stone. When you work with this, the intention behind it is I need you to keep my vibration up and keep it high while I work through this thing. Because I feel like you already know the answer. You're just looking for like someone to verify it for you or confirm it for you. You're going to get the answer in meditation. Okay. All righty. I hope that helps. Yes, Jason Stevenson. He's amazing. Yes, yes. Okay, who's next? Who is next? Garnet, Beachcomber, Roxanne, and okay, we'll do Garnet next. Wouldn't that be funny if Garnet got Garnet? You're welcome, Leela. And that is available for sale if you want to buy it. It's in my shop. I've got a few citrine, quite a bit of citrine in there though. So this is the shortest, fattest piece I've got. And I've got some taller ones, a bunch of little ones too. Thank you so much, Leila, for trusting me with your energy. Okay. This one's for Garnet. Wouldn't that be funny if Garnet got Garnet? Okay, what does Garnet need as far as crystal energies to heal him for his highest good in this here and now moment? Oop, there it is. There's no way. You guys, our spirit guides are hilarious. Garnet, you got Garnet. You got Garnet. I'm sorry, that's so funny to me. I kind of thought that was going to happen. I said it twice. You got Garnet with the 3 of Wands. And the words on the bottom of the card are, I have the energy I need to realize my goals. So Garnet, I also feel like you are also a very highly evolved soul. In your energetic field, I do feel a soul that has a lot of earthly experience. You're somebody who's very connected to places, land sites. I'm picking this up in your energy. You're someone who has favorite spots that you go to. Your interest lies in lands, spots on the land, and you're energetically attracted to specific places for the energetic connection that you receive in those places. You may go to certain places to receive your activations. I see that for you, Garnet. You are the crystal you need to work with, Garnet. You are your own crystal. Ah, I love that. That's hilarious. Woo, that's funny. You know, I think that you don't need a whole lot of advice right now, Garnet. I think you're good. You're good. You know what you're doing. You've got a really good handle on your healing pathway. You know, your soul is very goal-oriented and is right on track. So Garnet, I guess work with yourself. Because Garnet actually came out. I'm not kidding. Oh my gosh, come on. Yeah, it showed it, right? Did you guys see that? Word is Garnet. So funny. Okay. Oh, that's so funny. Who's next? You are your own crystal. Garnet, do you own a lot of Garnet? Do you actually own a lot of Garnet? I own a lot of jade. Okay. This one's for Beachcomber. Can I ask what is the crystal energy that Beachcomber needs to serve the highest good in this here and now moment? Wow, you guys, we are all really on a very similar energetic wavelength right now, because I'm pulling this over and over and over again. So we are all kind of aligning with each other energetically right now. Maybe I'm mixing up some of the energies, or they're melding together, because I pulled Aquamarine again for Beachcomber. Okay, makes sense. Beachcomber. Just the name Beachcomber tells me that you're someone who has a proclivity to the water. Aquamarine is a water stone. It is working with your emotions. So Beachcomber, it says, I accept my situation without resistance. So I don't know if you're going through something similar, where you're kind of in a position where you kind of don't have any control over what's going on around you, or you're kind of being expected to ride something out right now. So you may need to work with the energies of Aquamarine just to help keep your emotions stable while you're going through that. It may just be the act of accepting whatever it is rather than fighting it that will kind of release it. That's what I'm saying. Like, as soon as you stop fighting it, it'll go away. That's what it feels like. I also feel like I need to tell you to speak it into existence. I feel like I'm supposed to say, speak it into existence. So I feel like you may be trying to manifest something or bring something about or needing something. I want to say, speak it into existence. So you need to be talking out loud, putting the words out there into the flow so you can bring about this thing. I'm going to read the book. Let me read what it says for Eight of Cups in Aquamarine. Let's see. Okay. Okay. There's some kind of a thing that you learned as a child, a coping mechanism that you picked up as a child, that served you very well as a child for getting through things. It may be like a go-to coping mechanism. I don't know if it's just to shut down. It feels like a freezing, like a shutting down, or like a blocking off, like maybe feeling overwhelmed and just being like, nope, nothing. I can't do anything, like that kind of a feeling kind of coming through energetically. It feels like a coping mechanism you may have picked up through childhood. Okay. So for Eight of Cups, it says a change of heart, moving on. 8 is the number of change, and it signifies a change in your life as you transition from one place or situation to another. You don't have a lot of control over that change or that transition. That's what's coming through. It is, you may have to hit a wall knowing you cannot progress further, so the only option is to walk on. Overall, this cannot progress further, so the only option is to walk on. 8 signifies change that is needed, and it comes quietly without soul searching. This card's message is about accepting the way things have turned out and knowing the right time to make a move. And then the power message is, I accept my situation without resistance. Okay. So a lot of us are going through this right now. A lot of us are going through big changes. Just the world is right now. The whole planet is. I feel like this has something to do with like life stages. Like energetically, I feel like this has to do with like life stages. Like, I was this for so long, and now this doesn't work out for me anymore, or I don't need to be this anymore, or I'm done being this. Now I've got to be this. And it feels like I don't want to. I just want to be this. I don't want to be this. And some resistance happening there from like a shift that needs it. That's energetically what I'm feeling. And just the need to kind of let go and just kind of go with the flow. Trust the process. That's what I'm hearing. I'm supposed to say trust the process. Okay. Aquamarine, Beachcomber. So fitting for you. I'm just waiting to see if I get anything else. There's a big change coming. And when I say there's a big change coming, it's on an energetic level as well. Entering a new phase of life, and it brings with it a different energy than what you've been in. So like this change is going to happen, and it's like, you know what, I'm not ready for it, but it's coming. So this is what's happening, and it can't progress any further. Yep. So accept that change needs to take place. Work through the energies of aquamarine to help you through the emotional part of that. It may bring insecurities, anxiety, stress. I have a feeling of like listlessness, like what do I do now? It may bring that about. And so to work with your emotions so that you don't let your vibration dip down too low through all of that, use the energies of aquamarine to help you do that. Okay, I hope that helps. And let me see if you're okay. Yes, I'm nearing retirement. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so you're getting ready to end. Oh, that's a big change. That is huge, Beachcomber. To go from being, I know this for a fact. I worked my guts out for many, many, many years. And when I couldn't work anymore, and I was told I couldn't work anymore, what a helpless feeling. Not being able to generate your own income. You feel like you can't take care of yourself. It's a scary, scary thing. So when I was very first diagnosed, I knew that eventually I wouldn't be able to work anymore. And when I was first diagnosed, I was working 60 hours a week because I had 2 jobs. So I was working 60 hours a week. I went down one job to where I was just working one full-time job almost immediately when I got diagnosed. And I tried working for as long as I could through all of these symptoms that kept popping up. And it was before I really was affected too much by my disease. So I was able to work a lot more hours. But as time went on, I had to keep cutting them down and down and down and down to a point where I went below 20 hours a week and I lost my medical insurance. So then I had to go and apply for the state insurance. And they didn't want to give it to me because even working part-time was too much, making too much money. So then it was working through attaining insurance. It was just all of that. But it was a big change going from I raised 3 teenagers on my own. So I was the breadwinner. I was the one that worked, paid all the bills, made sure everything was handled, right? So I went from being that self-sufficient person to having no options. As far as I applied for Social Security and it took me 2 years to get it because I worked so hard with MS for so long. I had to prove I couldn't do it anymore. And that took 2 years before they'd give me my benefits because I worked, I had to fight for my benefits when I couldn't work anymore, couldn't commit to a schedule anymore. So it is a huge transition to go from working in the working world, the 9-to-5er, the paying the bills, the schedule, being on a schedule, having to wake up and go to work, having to get home, having to get to sleep at the right time. To go from that being your everything to all of it just being gone is huge. That is huge. So that is what you're being prepared for right now. Emotional balance will come with the aquamarine. That's the crystal that will serve your highest good through the emotional ups and downs of that big shift that's going to happen for you. Okay, I hope that helps, Beachcomber. Yeah, so okay, you're saying yep in a few years. So you've got time. So that's good. You have time to work on this. So it's not like it's an abrupt you're not going to be hitting that wall anytime soon. So you have time to prepare. That should give you a lot of that should give you some, make you feel better. It would for me if I knew I had 2 years to prepare for a big change. I know that would take some of the stress off of me. So, okay, Miss Roxanne is next. All right, Roxanne, what crystal does Roxanne need to be working with right now to serve her highest good in her healing journey in this moment? Which crystal will serve her highest good in this moment? Ooh, you got Moonstone. Yay. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love Moonstone so much, Roxanne. It's one of my favorites. You got Moonstone. Okay. You know what that tells me? That tells me that you have clairs. Okay. You have clairs. I don't know if you use them. I don't know if you've activated them. I don't know if you have, if you're aware that they're there, but I feel like you have clear abilities that are there. You have, they're in the energies for you. You just need to align to them. You just need to align to them, but they're there for you. Not all of us come here wanting to utilize those. Some of us want to come here and experience a lifetime without any access to those, or limited access to those, or only access to this one or that one. We just want that experience. That's what we come here for, is to have that experience. So we will set up points, like points in our journey, in our pre-birth plan. We'll set up points along the way where things will come into our life that will put us back into alignment if we go out of alignment. Okay, so for you, I feel like that is definitely what's happening for you. You have something going on right now where you're kind of out of alignment. So you need to grab yourself a moonstone, work with the energies for moonstone, and your intention behind it needs to be bringing yourself into alignment so you can activate your senses, your clairs. That's all that's holding you back. Just the fact that you need to get the stone. First, okay, what happened? You needed to be aware of it first. Okay, thank you, spirit guides. First, you need to know. There's the knowing. Okay, first you need to know you're trying to activate some clairs, some senses that you provided for yourself in your pre-birth plan that have not woke up yet. Use moonstone to help you with that. Intention behind it needs to be, I need to come into alignment so that I may activate my clairs. And that's it. That's all that's coming through for you. Okay, so there you go, moonstone. At the bottom it says, my intuition guides me to the right direction. Okay. You feel very connected to the moon? Yeah, me too. I'm not surprised. A lot of us who work within the clairs and work with our intuition are very connected to the moon. Yeah. Okay, Anshuman is next. Anshuman. Am I saying that right? You're welcome, Roxanne. Anshuman. That's such a cool name. I like the way it sounds. Anshuman. Okay. What is the crystal Anshuman needs to work with right now for the highest good? It went to the floor. I do not feel that one's for you, so I'm going to put it back. It doesn't feel right. Oh, wow. Okay. Anshuman, do you have Native American heritage? Do you have Native American blood? Do you have it in your family line? I'm hearing like Native American flutes and powwow, like boom, 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 like Native Americans. So I don't know if you have that in your lineage. If you are Native American, okay. In your energy, I feel someone who's very strong-headed. I feel someone who is like, I do things my way because that's what works for me. Like that kind of a feeling comes through in your energy. You're someone who kind of pulls back to observe and watch real carefully before you really act. You march to your own beat. That's what I'm going to say, okay? Anshuman, you march to your own beat. For you, and I say that because I'm hearing drum beating, and I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to interpret this, whether it's a Native American connection or if that's just what they're trying to tell me, that you march to your own beat or what. But I'm going to say you march to your own beat. Okay. Turquoise. For you, it's turquoise. And that also has a Native American connection. Are you Native American? I'm hearing my son, who's in spirit, he just transitioned into spirit at the first of the year. He was a Native American man. So I'm very familiar with that kind of sounds, the sounds of like a powwow or like Native American flute. That's really coming through. I'm seeing like peace pipe ceremony. Okay. All right. So you got turquoise. Ashuman, can you hear me? Can you see me? Or am I still here, you guys? Can someone let me know if I'm still here? Yes. Okay. Anshuman, I'm talking to you right now. I'm asking you, are you Native American? Are you connected to the Native Americans? Do you have it in your lineage? As soon as I tapped into your energy, I started hearing Na. What is Na Indian? Did you mean not Indian? Okay. Well, it's in your lineage somewhere. I'm hearing Native. Okay, maybe you need. Okay, so you first of all, you do march to your own beat. So like you do things your way. You're very goal oriented and set in your way, and you do what works for you. Maybe not real open to suggestions from other people. If it doesn't make sense to you, you're like, that's coming through your energy. I'm hearing Native American. I'm hearing flutes. I'm hearing drums. This might be, if you're not Native American, Southeast Asia, you have a past life in as a Native American then, because it's definitely in your energy. Spirit guides, help me out. Okay, this is what I'm being told. I'm being told that you need to hermit yourself. You need to take yourself away from a situation that you're in. I'm being told that you are you're in a bad place. Like you're energetically, you're not in, maybe not bad. Bad's the wrong word. You're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. Energetically, you're in the wrong place. So your activations, your leveling up, your spiritual growth is kind of stopped because you're not in the right place. So your frequency is not being recognized because you're not in the right place. That's what's coming through for you. You need to remove yourself from wherever you're putting yourself at, from that place. You need to find another place to go to. I'm going to suggest nature. Okay. So if you're living in a place and you cannot move from where you're living, or you cannot relocate or something like that, I'm going to suggest that you take your physical vessel out of this place to a place where you can receive your activations. Go into nature, go into water, go visit a shaman and have them place something around you. I don't know, but I feel like you're in the wrong spot for I've been there before, and it's a familiar feeling where I actually lived somewhere I knew I wasn't supposed to live there. And it was a nagging feeling I had all the time of, what is wrong here? Why do I have this unsettled feeling? I started talking to my guides. Please explain, help me understand why I've never felt like this is home, why I've never been able to feel like home when I come here. And it was very much that I was not in alignment with that place on the earth. I moved and that feeling went away, and it's never come back. It's never come back. So I feel like a relocation needs to take place. If you cannot move, I'm not trying to tell you to just pack your house and move. If you cannot physically move, you need to take yourself out of the place you spend the most time in, which is probably your home, out somewhere else where you can be in a different frequency so that you can continue to progress spiritually. Because the place where you're at right now, it's not energetically conducive for you at all. Yeah. So my suggestion, visit some nature. Turquoise is a Native American stone. Maybe look into, okay, I got it. It just came through. You're not cleansing your space. You're not cleansing your space. It is not a good, clean space that you're in. Okay. Sorry, it took me a minute to figure that out. You've got some negative stuff in your space that is blocking your spiritual progress. You need to cleanse your space. Absolutely. Okay. I almost want to say you may have objects in your space that hold energies that are not good for you. Yes. Yes. That's what's coming through. Oh, I'm getting the goosebumps. Okay. I feel like there's physical objects in your space that have something attached to it, and it's holding you back. Do you have bad dreams? Do you have, I'm seeing somebody holding their stomach going like this. Be careful of the things that you bring into your home. Be careful where you get them from. Feel them intuitively before you decide whether or not you're going to bring it into your sacred space. And if you are going to bring it into your sacred space, you need to cleanse it before you do. I feel like you need to do a major cleansing of your space. So the Native American that's coming through, this is sage. That's what's coming through. That Native Americans use sage to clean. They use different types of sage to clean their spaces when there's negative energy or attachments or something like that in their space. That's what I'm picking up on for you. Something in your space has a negative attachment or a negative energy, at least, attached to it. And that is what's coming through in your energy. Turquoise is Native American. You also need to get yourself some sage, and you need to cleanse your space. You need to reclaim authority of your space and remind the energies in your space that you decide who comes and goes and who gets to stay. You decide what energies are allowed to be there, and anything negative or that's not serving your highest good, you voice authority over, and it has to leave. That's important. Okay, and go ahead and grab. You don't have to have the turquoise to work with it. You can ask to tap in to the universal energies of turquoise. It's out there. It's in the flow. It's available. It works better if you have a piece of turquoise in your hand. It definitely is more powerful. Definitely you'll see a stronger thing, and it won't take as long. Sometimes when we're working with crystal energies, we have to be patient because it can take some time. What you put out into the flow will come back to you, but it's got to go through the flow before it can come back to us. So patience is always very important when it comes to the healing process. But I definitely feel like you need to cleanse your space, honey. Grab yourself some sage, get some turquoise. If you know any shamans or have any Native American friends who might be able to come and help you, I suggest that as well. They're very good at that. So there you go. And then we've got Judy. Yeah, it means I'm going to make it through everybody today. I love it. 2 hours and I made it through everybody already almost. Miss Judy, what crystals do you need to be Oops. That was a close one. Okay. I almost mixed my cards up backwards and frontwards. Have you ever done that, Natalie? Like go to split the deck and then accidentally have one the wrong way and then they go, just about did that. Miss Judy, what crystal does Judy need to be working with in her here and now moment to serve her highest good? What crystal energies does Judy need to utilize to serve her highest good? Even if she just evokes those energies through the ethers, or if she owns them already and needs to pick it up and work with it. That happens to me. I'll have a crystal laying on the shelf for years and I won't even look at it. And all of a sudden I'll walk by it one day and I'll feel this little tug. And I'll go grab it and I'll be like, oh, hi, friend. All of a sudden I'll need to work with it. Definitely happens. All right. What's in the energies for Judy? What's in the energies for my friend Judy? Ooh, shungite. The words at the bottom of the card say, I will heal myself. I already know enough about you, Judy, that I know that you are well on your way down your healing pathway. You have taken the reins of your healing journey and you are directing it. So 5 of Swords comes in, and this can be outside influences trying to come in and affect you. This can be conflicts, okay? And it doesn't have to necessarily mean, it could be individuals that you're conflicting with. It could be inner conflict as well. But it is conflict, dealing with conflict. So there's some kind of conflict happening in your life right now, Judy, whether it is inner dialogue, inner conflict, or conflict from external sources that may be, tripping up your highest good or stopping you from receiving energy for your highest good. So if you know what that is, I'm trying to see if I get anything else. Shungite. Let me find a piece. Do I have one right here? No. Oh. Okay. This is shungite. This is shungite. It is a red stone. In the raw, this is what it looks like. It's a desert stone. Yes, sorry, I'm saying it wrong. It's not it's SUGNITE, shungite. It's a red stone. I always call it shungite. I know I say it the wrong way. It's actually shungite, but I always call it shungite. Sorry, but it means the same thing because I'm talking about the shungite. Shungite is a root chakra stone. Shungite helps you like stick to your guns. For me, energetically, that's the main energy that comes through this. Like like not letting people persuade you to do things for their highest good instead of yours. Following through on goals, that's coming through. Like it helps you maintain like an even energy so that you don't like burn out too much and not be able to finish something that you started. That helps. That's coming through your energy. Is that so the inner conflicts may just mean like too much on your plate, having a lot on your plate, and it's you're like doubting yourself of whether or not you're going to be able to do all these things. That's what's coming through. So yeah, that shungite would be really, really, you call it shungite too? Okay, I'm not the only one. Yes. Okay. That's what's coming through for you, honey, is maybe biting off more than you can chew and then kind of beating yourself up for not being able to follow through with everything. Or maybe you're just really kind of burning out and you're kind of mad at yourself for agreeing to do this or that or the other, or maybe you just need a break. And that's really what it feels like. It does feel like you have a lot going on and a busy, busy person, and you've got a lot of balls in the air, and it can be a bit much. I feel like you handle it really well though. So maybe just, working with shungite to help kind of regulate through all that, regulate the energy through all that. All right. Okay, there you go. I did everybody. Is there anyone left? Did I do everyone? That makes me feel so good. Yay. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me today and letting me pull on your energies and align you with your crystals. This was so much fun for me. This is like the best one so far. I loved it. Let's do this again in a couple days. You like keeping busy? I do too. But you know what I do find, Judy? Especially right now, because right now it's, 4 months after my son transitioned. You're welcome, Leela. My coping mechanism is busy. That's my biggest coping mechanism right now, getting through this, the mourning process of my son's physical vessel not being here anymore. Of course, it helps a lot knowing that he's here in spirit. That's everything. But I miss his physical presence a lot. So getting through this, it's been really rough. And the only way, I just can't sit with an idle mind for more than 5 minutes, because I'll start crying and then I get lost. I lose space. I lose myself in that space for a minute. And so I stay very busy. I've got like 25 balls in the air right now, you guys. But I'm doing it purposefully. It's how I'm getting through. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll be back in a couple days. Everybody have an amazing Easter weekend and enjoy all of your moments and all of your peoples. I'll be back. I'm not going to come do the tarot class Sunday because that's Easter here. I'll come do the tarot class on Monday. So I'll see you guys Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. Thank you guys for visiting and hanging out. Thank you, moderators, for being so awesome as always. All right, you guys, lifting you all in abundant and divine love and light. Blessed be.